Quit avoiding the inevitable
conversation, because what I saw tonight coming from both sides, the screaming, and I'm like,
yeah, I wasn't there. My son's birthday was today.
These are coming from both sides. What the fuck are you talking about?
Was this past hour and like 20 minutes, because I caught like the middle of the live. Everybody was sharing it to me and I had to get unblocked. So when I came in, that's when she told me she had talked to Florida Man. And, you know, I was like, well, unblock me, I'll come back. And that's when it perspired to this. It ended up leading to this event. But I hadn't been there all day because I was dealing with a 2-year-old birthday party.
Right. But I just...
How would he have felt if his son's
to get some
private areas were shown on a green screen in some random fucking live?
Girl, he was in that live for a while on mute.
To be honest with
Bitch,
you,
he was literally... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you bitch.
I don't care.
Like, he was literally in the box, and you know what he said after it was shown? Rawr. I got the screen recording. I can play it. Rawr.
And I'm just not into that.
Are you?
Yeah, we're working on it. We don't want to scream over here. I know. My temper gets a little best of me sometimes, but I am really working on not screaming now. They say I raise my voice a little bit. I get emotions, I guess, when I talk, you know, so like my emotions come with my voice, I guess. That's how I say it.
I've been sick.
Yeah.
I have literally my
let's give Regina a minute. She had come up
that's
here.
fine. I'm gonna leave. I just wanted to come in for a minute, and I just wanted to ask a couple questions, and that was it. I didn't.
In my opinion, it was a real child, but either way,
we all had opinion.
Hey, Mindy, I'm not even gonna lie. You pissed me the fuck off, girl. You stay where the fuck you at. I better not see you in the motherfucking gas station, because, bitch, I'm gonna call your ass out.
And if maybe the conversation
this is
might
B.
help a
Mindy
little down the road, you know?
Maybe, you know, you never know.
Then it's a good thing, you know?
Amen.
Well,
Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good night.
You too. Bye, hon.
Bye.
Hello, Regina.
Hi, Dalton. If you want to play by your rules and play nice, I will. But the only thing I request is it's just you and I.
Why?
I'll drop. No, I respect that. I'll drop.
I mean, I understand that. Why?
Dalton?
I just asked a simple question, and this is my life.
It is your life. I'm
muted, but I don't understand why.
I want to speak to just
Dalton
you.
Can't be.
I don't want to be interrupted.
Dalton can't be a bad bitch on his
It's just you and I.
Tabitha ain't talking. She's away. We're here.
We're going to leave all the extra bullshit every day before this out of this conversation. Okay?
What?
What?
I said what?
Well, but first I do have a legitimate question regarding your chat. Do you know what Spread Love's content is?
I don't, and I don't focus on, you know, looking at everybody's profiles.
That's understandable. Do you know that she uses deceased children and puts it as her own
I'm not
content?
going to judge her or get in her.
Well, nobody's asking you to judge. I just want to make sure you know
I'm
what
telling
is going
you,
on.
I'm not worried about other people, okay?
You're not?
No, I'm not here to study other people no more, because that ruins your life. And if you feel that you have to drag everybody down and bring them into everybody else's surface, that's fine. But this was not what this was about. Now, I don't know her.
It's not. I was just asking if you know what her content was.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm telling you, as I just said, I don't know her. And you need to focus on the main issue here.
Okay. You were gone today. You don't know what happened throughout the entire day. I don't think any of us actually know what happened the whole day, right? But this evening, you went over into Shannon's box, okay?
Yep.
Megan said, everybody get ready. She's going to show something. Hyped her up.
Hold on, Regina. First of all, before you start this, you are not going to blame me for the accusations.
I'm not going to blame you.
I'm going to put boundaries here, and you're going to respect them. Okay. You're not going to blame me for what Shannon did. You're not going to say I did it or act like I'm a culprit to it when I had no respect towards that. And I went muted for a very, very long time after that. What Shannon did as her own self, which no one knew what she was going to do next, It's her fault, her responsibility. I do not condone what she did. I do not stand by what she did.
Why?
Just because I said in a panel where everyone has said in different panels, y'all all want to sit around different people that bash people and dogs people and everything. Everyone said somewhere. So you can't blame what someone else does by what you did. It's just like if SmashLeigh goes and dogs me, which I'm not saying she is. I can't say, oh, well, Bertina was in the box, so she's just as much as the culprit, because no, he wasn't. SmashLeigh was the culprit. She did it. I didn't know what she was doing. And at that point, you can't blame me for that. Whether you tried or not.
Okay, that's okay. You don't need to go any further. I'm not going to blame you for anything. That wasn't that literally wasn't on my plate. At all.
Yeah.
You're not victim blaming? Because you went into the whole, you said in a box of Megan and the picture, so that's pretty much victim blaming.
Is that how you perceive it?
Yeah, because you're trying to make it out like
I haven't even said anything to you yet, Dalton.
That's what you responded with the first remark.
hasn't even said
All I did was dress that by what you
I asked. I'm setting the scene, right? Because not everybody was there, correct?
There was a lot of people there.
A lot of people were, but there has been people in here since I've been in here that said recap what happened, right?
Okay.
So not everybody knows.
But
So I'm trying to set the
She hasn't said
scene.
anything.
You went into Shannon's live this evening
Guilty.
and hopped in a box. Megan hyped up, right?
And you telling my story, you would ask me.
I'm asking.
No.
You can verify.
Stop, Bertina. You're not going to do this manipulation. That's what you're doing. So look, if you want my story, you can say, Dalton, can you explain to me what happened with the events that led from Shannon's live and that you was in and that you're being blamed by now? That's how you can approach it with me. You're not going to question me.
Yeah, he's going to drop her. She's not going to get a word
respond
out.
to you with an answer. That is manipulation, and we're not doing that routine. Okay, I've been playing that game with y'all for a year. So let's talk about it.
Dalton, I found you.
Hold on, you want my story? I'm going to give you the story. Okay.
Listen,
Bertina,
Dalton, I found you a week ago. I didn't know you for
you did not find me a week ago. Bertina, you talked about me 8 months ago, honey.
When?
You remember that? I got that live, honey.
Okay,
Bertina,
well, post it then, buddy.
Bertina, you act so dumb, but you have talked about me so much, and you know me for over a year.
Do not inflate your ego. Okay, what we're
I
talking
don't have to
about.
inflate my ego. I know for a fucking fact, okay? But it's good. You sit here and you act like you're an innocent bystander and you're so...
When have I ever acted innocent, Dalton? Okay, anyway, like I said, I wanted to leave all
you
of...
want your own voice to be heard. You've cut me off so many times when I try to respond back to you and give you the civil way of asking someone to actually be respectful and not try to be this fucking manipulation tactic that you're doing. But I mean, if you want to play this game, I'm going to call you out for it. I don't have to play your 2024 game, Regina. See, I've grown up. I've already sat here.
Yep, that
took my
Dalton
accountabilities,
too.
everything. But now you're trying to
YEP,
make an
that
assumption
Dalton
on
too.
how I went in that live and was there. That's not what's fair.
It's not an assumption. I'm asking you if that's what
right.
happened.
No, that's not how it happened.
You didn't go in that live? And
No, you want to know how it was happened? I got shared to me by 6 people, okay? 6 people shared it to me while I was sitting at my son's birthday party because he's 2 years old today.
Okay.
So I decided to come in, and Shannon's first comment was, I talked to Florida man. I said, oh, really? She said, yeah, on the phone. I said, okay, unblocked my main account so I can come back. I went on my main account, came back, she didn't block me. I said, you still sit
Holly
here
Mae, are you going over
and didn't
there?
block me. So I sat up in the box with her for a few minutes. She's running her mouth. About 20 minutes into it, she decides to put up a picture, which Megan had made her little comment, but no one knew what picture it was. Shannon's put up a million fucking pictures.
Correct.
At this point, hold on. At this point, when Shannon put up that picture, my remark was, oh, rar, which was a natural response instead of saying, oh my God, oh wow, what the fuck?
A natural response to seeing a child
for a week now. So as I'm sitting here going, oh, rar, and muted back immediately and did not speak again up until everybody's like, you need to reset. And I told her, I said, you need to reset.
I'm taking
We come back.
play out of
As soon as I got in that box, I was muted. I did not speak at all, Regina. Not a whole time. She puts up a picture of Shrek. When she puts up the picture of Shrek, she does the same thing. My comment was, we're going to have to reset again. I went muted. I stayed muted from that point, and then you can go watch live for a very long time. I responded one time to Savage when she sent me a hand
once
heart.
did you say,
I
hey,
responded
maybe
another time to another
shouldn't be
gift.
doing this?
That was the 2 times I responded, and then I muted, set my phone down, and actually, at that point, I went back and enjoyed myself with the party. When I came back, that's when Shannon's flipping out. Megan's telling everybody to mass report the live, that if you don't listen to me, I'm going to mass report the live. So when she gets off because she flips out, I go into the live where SmashLeigh's at. When I'm watching SmashLeigh, she's sitting there saying, I'm about to call the law, I'm about to report them. And then Blue wants to be in the comments knowing that he has a no contact order, trying to give my legal information to them because they're going to so-call the law on me because I was in a box where Shannon showed a baby doll. And if you actually go back and look at it, it's still inappropriate. I don't agree with it. It's a fucking baby doll. But at this point, I stated 4 times from the time I was live up until you came in here what happened. I even said I didn't stand by her. I even said I don't agree with that. I pulled Shannon into my box. Shannon was supposed to come back and take accountability because we called her out and said we don't agree with that. I sat here and straight up said, I'm not standing with this behavior or condoning it.
After this,
I said, whether I see good in people, I won't get back in her box if that's what she's doing. But nobody's seen that. So now,
I heard that. I heard you say that. And you haven't let me actually speak at all, Dalton.
But it's the fact how you wanted to address it. It's the manipulation tactic.
It wasn't. I wanted to make sure I was also correct. So you could correct me. That's why I said, is this what happened? And you freaked out.
Yeah, because you went off topic. No,
I didn't.
No, stop. Yes, you did. You're not going to say a lie because you wanted to address someone else in the comments. And then you wanted to say, oh, did you know her content?
I did say
are
that.
a villain, okay, Regina? You are trying to instigate. You are trying to be in the center of something that you're not even fucking involved in. You was over there talking shit in SmashLeigh's fucking live. So let's talk about it, okay?
Okay, you want to talk about what I said in SmashLeigh's box?
I don't want to.
What? Because I didn't talk shit.
You did talk shit.
No, I didn't. I said speak on the fucking facts. If you're gonna do this, keep everything else out.
No facts. You spoke on what you thought was facts. Okay, you thought it was facts, and you gave an opinion, as everyone has an opinion, but you don't like it when someone else gives you that opinion back.
Dalton, you can give me your opinion all day. That's okay.
And you can give opinion all day too, but I don't want it. Because honestly,
but what I'm asking, then my only question to you is, Dalton, why were you the one? Why did you tell her to reset?
I was not the only one. It came in the comments over and over and over.
Okay, why did you tell her?
When you ask me a question, I am replying to you. Okay, when you ask a question, that means listen.
What a fucking narcissist.
When I seen the comments say he reset,
dude.
I addressed
this
it.
Dude
I even said it in my live 20 minutes ago. I was addressing the comments. See, this is where you're not going to contradict me. You're not going to manipulate me. You're not going to make me feel like I did anything wrong.
Dalton, all you are doing is deflecting and trying to attack me because you won't even
let me tell you something, dumb bitch. No, because now we're done.
Whoa. Hang on. Whoa. Dalton, whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Thank you,
there
Violet.
ain't gonna be no deflection, fucking
Thank
nothing
you, Violet.
here because you're not gonna come in.
I don't see it as Dalton. I don't see it as reflection or I'm sorry, deflection. I don't see it as that. I don't see it as deflection. I do not see it as that. But you also opened your platform for people to come talk with you and discuss the issue at hand.
She opened up a case with somebody.
Thank you, Violet.
And hang on.
I don't even like you.
Rutina, I did hear him say reset, but he was not the only person that said that.
But why did
everybody
he say
told her to reset? Also, if Dalton had an issue,
he said
he wouldn't have went live and brought all of this to light on his own platform. If he condoned any of it, he wouldn't have said shit, and I don't condone it whatsoever.
Dalton didn't say reset because there was 4 people in the chat that said it, and I was one of them.
Okay.
I did hear him say the reset. But
Violet.
Okay.
My question is, I said, why did you tell her to reset? Because just because you read something in the comment,
guilty much,
let's be real. You're in a box, right? You probably box is normal. But if you see something in the comments, people don't always address it, right? So I'm asking him why he told her to reset.
Because it was inappropriate. First of all,
it was.
Okay.
It was
Okay. There's no, okay. Okay, Dalton. Okay. It was inappropriate. Absolutely. Right. So then why did you proceed to come back in her box?
Because I came back for the Florida man and everything else we've talked about for the last days, where I've sat for the last days. I don't have to explain to you where I sat or why I
She just
come
let
back.
him talk
All
all
of
that.
you.
The
do
more he
horrible
talks, the worse
shit.
it sounds.
And I don't ask you why you go and sit with SmashLeigh or why you sat with Florida man or why you do all of this. At this point, I don't really care. Okay,
talk.
call
So
the
again, you're
I didn't do
you're
nothing. So,
adding
that's funny.
everything except for tonight into the conversation, right?
Fine, Cass.
Do what?
I said, so we're going to, again, add everything else except for tonight into the conversation.
No, we addressed the conversation already. Did you not hear it?
You came back in the box. Okay, right?
Yeah, I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to. I'm a human fucking being. I go anywhere.
Nobody is telling you you can or cannot do anything.
But you're asking and questioning me like it's a problem. Why? Do you have a... Why
No,
do you
I'm
have a
trying
right
to get your
Why?
mindset as to how this went down tonight, honestly.
I don't know how it went down. I was invited like I fucking told you. You're blaming me like I was the fucking
I'm not,
star.
I know you were
Yes, you
invited.
are. You're not asking
You came
me to
into a
present.
box.
Oh my
You told her to reset. You got back in a box. And then told her to reset again on the second time it was
inappropriate.
Rutina.
And then you got back in the third
Oh my
time.
fucking God, you are so dumb. You are dumb.
At the same time, respectfully, I feel like a lot of people from both sides kind of like dig into a lot of shit and they make a mountain out of a fucking molehill when it shouldn't even go to that extent. I was in Shayla's
Violet,
live.
we are
I was in
talking
her
about
chat.
a fucking child's private part. There's
I don't
not a
agree with it,
molehill in
Rutina.
the situation.
No, I'm saying like looking.
No, I'm
into-
speaking about
Rutina.
tonight and the facts of tonight.
I know that. Okay, listen, I think you took what I said out of context. I'm saying whenever you were telling Dalton, why did you tell her to reset, but you came back up in there and this, that, and the third?
Because he just said that he
I think
wasn't
y'all
going to go
look
back in the
too
box.
deeply into certain things, like how people speak and how they walk, or people that are in a room with somebody that does some fucked up behavior and they don't say
fucked up
something.
behavior and you get back in and you don't say anything,
I
right?
even said something.
And then you again
Violet.
stay
The
there
wind
for the
chimes,
second
that's
time after you
Violet.
tell her to reset.
Okay, shut up for a second. Shut up.
May I speak real
Hold on.
quick?
No, hold on. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Hey,
One
whoa,
second. One fucking second. You're not gonna talk to me that way.
I
First of
just
all,
said you dumb
everybody,
You need to calm down, girl.
Rutina.
Everyone
Rutina is
mute for a
dropped.
second.
Rutina.
Everyone mute for a second. I'm not playing this no more. Everyone mute for a
Chill.
second. I am sitting here getting disrespected by you when you are a vile fucking human being, Rutina. Let me tell you something,
Right.
okay? I was not a part of that. You are not going to blame me on that. When I came back and told her to reset again because it was vile, when she ended it, I came fucking live. I came live. I sat here and said I don't stand with it.
'Cause you were
I had
scared.
Shannon in the fucking box to explain
Because
herself.
we were bringing
and
up
she
good
ran.
points.
She didn't come back. Don't you sit here when I've been trying for a fucking hour now. Are you kidding me? Now y'all can talk. I'm sorry, but that's done.
No, I get why you're upset, but I want to say something real quick. And I know I wasn't involved in everything, but I don't understand why somebody comes in here. I just want to say this. Are all your friends saints? Because you're making it seem like they are. Not you, Levi. But like she came in here acting like she's around nothing but saints. People do stupid shit. It doesn't mean that everybody that was there was involved, and it doesn't mean that everybody that was there has to fucking cut off
B.
that
Mindy,
person.
I don't know why you're in
Exactly.
here.
Thank you.
So unless her friends are fucking saints, she has no room to speak.
And they're not. They dox
And
people.
I'm gonna let
they
you
put
up,
our houses
girl.
up last
I'm gonna let you
fucking
up.
week.
I'm
Listen,
still recording
Dalton
this.
called me a bitch before I even said
long
anything
before.
out of pocket,
Long
right?
long before you ever
And
said
I even continued even after he said that and was respectful.
No,
The
B.
fact-
Mindy, come back. B. Mindy, come back because you were just in his box, and I really am curious what you have to say.
It's like he really wouldn't let me speak, and he already tried to set the stage as to how I'm going to talk. And I wasn't talking about my friends. I literally started the conversation with, let's leave absolutely everything before this out of the conversation. I tried to stick to what happened tonight. and it wasn't that. And I'm sorry, but I will speak up about spread love any fucking possible chance I can.
Absolutely. You did nothing wrong. The fact that you didn't even have to say hardly 5 words and he was already telling on himself says a lot, right? Already. B. Mindy, you were just in his box, right?
Yes, I was.
Do you feel like the way things happened tonight, do you feel like he's innocent?
No, he's not. Now, let me say one thing. I just saw in the chat that somebody said I was box hopping all day. No, I wasn't. I've only been in one other live other than Dalton's and this one. The only one I was in before was the one with Dora and them. And that's the one I stayed with all evening because that's I believe in what they're doing, not what Dalton and them are doing. The reason I went into Dalton's live, if you notice, I wasn't trying to scream and fight. I was just trying to find out why they do what they do.
So then why were you putting us in that too, saying both sides?
Because there are some on this side.
Who?
But I didn't say who.
Well, say who.
I agree. Say who.
I'm not about to be grouped with no fucking showing kids shit. Nobody in this live is going to be grouped with that shit.
I'm not talking about showing kids. I'm not talking about
saying both, and that's where they're going to run to because that's what just happened. So they're going to group us with that. So if you're going to talk about both sides, speak on who you're talking about.
Did you hear what I told him? That I left an hour before the end. I wasn't there for the ending.
You said because both sides you were sick of being on both sides because what both sides were doing. So I'm asking, what was this side doing?
When it comes to calling a truce and they say, okay.
Fuck a truce. I'm pretty sure everybody over here has been loud as fuck about fuck a truce. So again, what is the both sides? What is this side doing?
I'm sorry, but nobody ain't gonna fucking tell me I'm making a fucking mountain out of a molehill when you fucking showed a child's private parts on live, laughed about it, reset, came back, did it fucking again, and then did it with a fucking child's character. Dalton is a fucking piece of shit. He has been a piece of shit, and I don't give a fuck. I did try to have a civil conversation, which I can with people I can't fucking stand. And Dalton, you are a fucking disgrace, and there is no coming back from what the fuck you did. You're the one that told her to reset because it was inappropriate. You came back in that box. You didn't fucking stand up for what the fuck happened, and then you told her to reset again, and you came back. So go fucking suck a dick.
The only reason why he's live right now, why he went live,
to save himself,
because he's terrified now.
He wants to fucking
how bad it actually is.
He wants to manipulate everybody into thinking it wasn't bad and he did the right thing. And now he's going to be live because why would you go live if you're guilty? No, you're trying to cover your tracks in your own fucking manipulative way, you piece of fucking shit.
While his people in the chat are saying it was a doll.
All of them over there. It was a doll. I don't know why they're calling the cops on a doll. That makes no sense. This is ridiculous. It was a doll. It wasn't that big.
Shannon never said, from what I understand, that it was a doll. It was the people trying to deflect for her.
Shannon legitimately said she got the image off of an adult site. It was somebody in the chat that started the doll thing. And like I said, one of them will fucking lie and they all roll with the lie to cover their fucking shit, just like Bougie in court.
Because there were people not only in the boxes, right, laughing about it, but there were people in the chat also laughing about it.
And Dalton said roar afterwards.
Immediately. Roar.
So again, how is it both sides? What is this side doing?
And I yelled all day.
I'm not talking about what happened at the end of the live. What I was
All we're
talking
all
about,
talking about. That's all Dalton's live was, is he went to talk about it. That's what we're talking about. So where is your head in this conversation?
Give it a couple minutes. Just
I guess I was wrong. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get.
Here's my thing. It gets very frustrating when people go to that side, platform them, give them a box, whatever, and then they start speaking on both sides, how both sides are this and both sides are that. And then this side comes out and they're like, wait a minute, both sides, what are you guys talking about? What's happening over here? And then when we ask the question, it's like, well, I'm not going to say, or I don't want to start anything, or I don't know. No,
Well,
fuck that shit. I don't want to
okay.
be associated with that, with shit that's going on, stuff like that. Half these people in the fucking comments don't want to be associated with that, and nobody in the boxes want to be. So if you know something, fucking say something. This is an innocent child.
And I'm
What the
saying,
fuck?
like I said, the questions I was asking had nothing to do with the end of the live because I didn't.
So
even
what are
know
we
about
doing
it.
that is so vile and so fucked up that you felt you had to group us in and say both sides?
that part. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Right? Genuinely, I don't know how you can even try to defend any of
This
this.
is like what this is how I, this is going to sound real fucking mean, but I'm honest. I really don't care tonight. Here's the thing. There are we'll call them main characters, right? How people speak. There are main characters. There are main people that get in boxes, right? There are people that use their voice there, and those people that are loud and you can see us talking and you can hear us, right? We get all the backlash. We are accountable for the people we sit with. We are accountable for, at the end of the day, their actions, whether we like it fucking or not. It's fucking TikTok. And this is how fucking social media works every goddamn day on this app, right? So there's main people that get in fucking boxes and take the heat for everything, right? And then there's people like B. Mindy that really has no idea the fucking history of the situations and then inserts themselves in a high fucking emotional situation and then cries because people get upset with them. I'm sorry.
I agree. I agree. I think that B. Mindy doesn't actually understand the caliber that it is at this point with especially Dalton and Shannon, and they're getting a small portion. She's getting a small portion of what's been going on, and she's just tuning in and then feels like she has an opinion. Girl, please.
Which is fine, but when it comes to the kid,
No, that's fine. It won't happen again.
when it comes to the kid, everybody should say, fuck the bullshit. I don't give a fuck what this
I
person
agree.
did. That person did nothing. It's about that fucking kid. Fuck all of us. We ain't shit in that fucking situation.
Both the kids.
I agree. I have grandchildren and great grandchildren.
Oh, so you're a fucking...
But like I said, I wasn't there for the end. So how can I be
But that's
responsible?
the whole live Dalton was talking about. That is the first thing he started to talk about. He wanted Shannon in there to talk about the situation that he was talking about and was talking about it. So if you were listening to Dalton, you knew what he was talking about, what that live was about. So then why would you get in there and go to something else if that's what he was fucking talking about, a fucking child on a screen? Why?
When I logged on to TikTok, his live was what popped right up on my screen.
Oh,
Did you listen before you got in the box?
No. Bull fucking shit.
Hold on.
Whatever.
Hold on.
On my Google
Shannon is in Dalton's box
is an
right
adult
now.
micro penis. 2 photos. And I also showed a Shrek photo. Okay, I'm very much aware of what I. Okay, I'm very much aware of what I showed.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I'll leave you ladies alone, all right?
My life was doxed on a live. My work history, my
Y'all
address.
have a good night.
And Shannon, none of us fucking did that, and none of that includes you fucking putting a child in your screen. And I'm sorry because now that I'm loud, I'm gonna get attacked because she cried.
Which you have done.
She's bitching about her son being on a green screen when she tried to literally
Not only that,
Basically sell her son to you.
Dalton, you yourself know what it's like to be falsely accused of shit because you've been going through this shit through several days.
Please mute.
Okay? There comes a point in a time where I am so fucking done with people allowing people to fuck with people the way they have on this app. Okay? It's gone past the bantering. It has gone past to where you are literally sitting, not Dalton, but the individuals are literally sitting with a man that has no regards to anyone's safety, to anyone's privacy whatsoever. And he has said himself he wants to be wants to be known as the most vile, disgusting man on this internet. Okay? And I also want you all
What
to
the
know
fuck you did, Shannon?
I do
I
currently
was just about to say, whatever fucking beef they got on fucking Florida Man and all the things, Florida Man is showing grown women's fucking conversations, grown women's dirty, shady shit, not children's shit.
private information and all the things that were shown tonight.
The thing, though, that's getting a lot of people is the first one was a baby doll. And
Well, actually, the first one, it looks like it's a baby doll. I have the Google photo. I will not show the Google photo again. I do have it. Okay.
So it looks like, but it's
Baby
not.
doll. Okay. There was actually two pictures. I actually showed the same picture when I was over in the private live that everyone laughed at. Okay. Now, you were also talking about a man that literally
God,
made.
God. She ain't got shit on Florida Man.
To be my
She
mom.
is way worse than fucking Florida Man. What she just did, and then even just said it's not a baby doll, even though they're trying to run with it was a baby doll.
A man on the internet that is
they
doctoring
lying.
messages.
It's the same thing they do with fucking Pastor Petty. Let's deflect. Let's point out Pastor Petty, and tonight is fucking Florida Man. Shannon, you fucking piece of vile shit. You put a child's private part on your fucking screen.
What's the next thing, Violet?
Yep.
They literally doctored a message pretending to be a mod.
How the fuck do you know it's actually doctored, Shannon? How? Because you're too incompetent to figure it out?
Let's look at it. Let's see how
What's gonna be
doctored
next, right?
it is.
I show a picture of a micro penis and you guys all want to get up in a roar?
A child's penis.
Making false messages trying to solicit nude pornographic pictures of me offering cash?
That
What the
that
fuck?
was your mod doing that.
Compare the names.
And all
Down
the same
below-
women that
down
were sitting
below is
over
her
in the box
mod.
while
Up
my
is
information
the
was being
message
shown
Florida
and
Man
released
received.
are the same women that were in an uproar because they were so afraid of the information that Bougie had in their phone. But yet
I was never in an uproar about anything Bougie had on me ever.
doxed.
I'm just pissed that she gave my fucking information out.
And then you're going to sit there and say that you're going to potentially send something to my husband?
It's the same.
None of us said that, Shannon. You're the one that put a fucking child's privates on live. Let's focus, Shannon.
What are we going to do here?
Because how does any of that come back to you searching for a micro penis and put a child's penis on your green screen?
to do that?
No matter what happened to you tonight, I want to know where in your head, like Smash said, let's Google this. Yep, that's the picture. Let's talk about that.
Google photo of men's micro penises, and I've actually shown them to other people, and it is what it literally says it in the Google description.
He's not saying it was a child. He's just saying that's what people are thinking. He's not coming at you.
But Dalton said it was a doll. So let's correct him.
What is it?
Which is it?
Would I ever? Okay, but we are also talking about a man that
Well, it's
literally
been sent
showed
to
a
your
picture
local
of a
police
deceased
department.
baby.
So there's that.
Let's not forget that.
Let's let them.
We're not forgetting, Shannon, but you can't even focus on what the fuck you did and why people are upset.
Reverse image search is a real thing.
I've heard so many different things, but either way, it shouldn't have happened on your platform. Well, it did. But you know what? You wanted to sit there and push me to a point.
Oh, yep.
You know what?
We pushed you to Google shirt penis.
Go low like them though, Shannon. You don't have to do that shit. But it's okay for somebody to solicit nudes from me and offer money. None of it's okay.
Who did that? Where's the proof, Shannon? Where's the proof it happened? Where's the proof it wasn't your mod? You haven't shown one fucking receipt, and you've been running your dick sucker since 7 a.m.
Googling things.
But when you have been
and green screening things.
It's not right that it's happening to you.
But
it's
what
not right that it's happening to you, but two wrongs do not make a right. Any way you look at it.
When they know that the situation that is happening and these
Yep, you did one of a kind.
This is still that
they
Dalton
do not
too.
care. And these women are over there literally cheering this
Y'all got
man
me drinking
on.
water
And
on
they
a
were
fucking
literally
Saturday
showing
night,
a fake
bro.
message of my mod trying to send Florida man nude pictures. And he's in here right now.
Okay, here's my question. If it's fake, right? And somebody was soliciting your photos, okay, right? So there's no Cash App exchange. Nobody would have your pictures, right, Shannon? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you've never sent any solicited photos, there would be none to be shown anywhere, right?
I think she's referring to the text message in which I just showed that
they're asking.
They said specifically, I don't want intimate photos, but send me like screenshots, any of the dirt you have, basically. So it says, look, I mean, that's literally what she's telling her now.
But here's the thing. If she didn't even have any of that to like even be show a video of me. So have you sent a video?
It says, oh, she's worried about the line above the red because, jeez, shut the fuck.
Here, let me also help Smash.
What do you want for them? Send me a sample, blah, 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 phone number. I don't want any intimate photos or pictures of any of her family. Redact that if we come to a deal, please.
Deal, please. $50 Cash App, and we good. Sending you a text now.
Where are these?
Yeah, no pics. I'll do that. Legit. Just got your text. Now, they are showing this text in a live, pretending to be my mod, not only ruining my reputation, but ruining a
terrible moderator who backstabbed you and you don't want to fucking believe it, bitch. Just like the rest of your fucking moderators have done because they don't fucking like you.
Here's the thing is, how are they going to ruin her reputation, right? Because that was the conversation and nobody knows what happened after it, right? So if they're just asking for it, how is that ruining a reputation if there's nothing to be shown to ruin your reputation? And I want to show, I saved this.
But they
It's darker than the bottom.
correct.
On Tuesday,
Being shown in a live in front
the
of
day after he was talking shit about me in Dalton's live or somewhere, I screenshotted this, right? He had 1632
my daughter.
and 702 followers, 640 likes. What are yours? Can you do the side by side? What is your show?
Mine says 1679 following and 725 followers.
Let's not forget that.
Okay, what is his? Does anybody know what his following is right now? Did Shannon show
Well, that
it?
was what I just screened. Okay, so hold on. I got this. The screenshot I was just showing was just like an hour ago.
Why should she?
It was.
I know
just,
that is not fucking Shingles Dana in a box right now.
So it's, oh god, I can't. 1680 followers, and it was like 730 followers, something like, or following, something like that. Whatever. So it's not that far off.
So it would be like,
They're worried about this little white line right here.
looks on
This white line, you know, have y'all ever taken a screen, like a picture on like a computer, and it shows like the lines, or you've seen something that has been repeatedly screenshot? Like everybody's looks different, and she's tripping about the dead emoji up here, how it looks different than this one down here.
It's an 18.
But people's phones
It's
look
it's
different.
Kind of like when Kim Peters decided to whip out her titties and show that on the app where there could also be kids, right?
but it's not right.
Hang on a second. Shannon, listen. You can't call out that side and say they're gross and
Megan showed her tits on live.
doing inappropriate stuff on the app too.
But what
This
I'm
is the
not
point that I'm coming
doing-
to. Hang on.
At least
when
Violet
does it
is-
fucking stop? Like when does it
Got
fucking
some
stop?
sort of fucking
When
brain.
you're sitting here making when you're sitting here making false documents.
Yeah, you're gonna be real
but
mad
do
when you find out it's
realize
not
that if
false.
Not the one shows what you did tonight.
And of course,
or especially
Hallie Not Berry is in
your
there.
behavior,
Girl,
the fact that
get the
you
fuck
need to
out of
take it
there.
back tonight.
You
And
better
do
not be a
know
goddamn mod.
the
I swear to
repercussions
God.
that could come upon
See, like,
placing that RO.
Bro, why does any of this matter?
Not directed.
because that's what they do. If they can get some, yeah. Let's move the conversation.
Real problem.
Well, I will
Take the problem off the real problem.
My sheriff's department before tonight has been harassed. And
By who?
Even before tonight, over 17 times.
They call
By who?
It
Couldn't
does not
do dumb
change
shit
the
on the
fact of
internet,
your
Shannon.
actions and what a judge is going to see in that case if it goes to that point.
Well, does anybody want to talk about the fake AI video that it has of me that was sent to the nursing board as if I was hurting a patient?
But that's not now. That is a different time.
Okay, so listen, hold on. At the end of the day,
Great
as
job.
Rose said, her words, did things get taken too
Fucking
far?
yeah.
Yes, on both sides. So she
No.
completely.
Where did our side go too far? That's what I
Right
want to know.
But
You guys listen.
let's this is all I'm saying, Dalton. You've had false accusations
I'm gonna
on you,
crawl out of my
false
skin.
reports,
I don't even know if it's
false reports of your children.
But Shannon,
And
let
these
me-
are the same women that are sitting over there in that box,
yes, but
Dalton.
Shannon, let me
Hearing it
explain
on.
to you what I did though. When Blue went,
Didn't Dalton just tell me that you can't be
I went
like the people you hang out with aren't saints and all this? Wasn't he just on a soapbox about that?
I changed and I kept.
Also,
coming
didn't
back
he-
to it. See, that's
Where
the
has he now
difference here.
told her that what she
There's
showed was
nothing that anybody can say
inappropriate?
this happened to you, this, because I know that happened. But my actions is what speaks for me. They're still doxing me. They're still saying this horrible stuff about me. That's
Nobody
their
fucking
actions
doxes
now.
you. Nobody
If
gives a
I go
fuck
and pursue
about
that
you.
legal stuff, I have a case. But if you go and get an RO and then keep doing stuff, though, Shannon, it's not truly going to help you. I'm being real.
Well, it's
also a
it's
violation
not.
of the restraining order.
But what I can also say is that
Always a but.
Holly Mary, so
the amount of people. Okay, I showed a
I'm
microphone.
jumping out the box, girl. I can't. I'm just getting pissed.
I can own up to that. But
you would say
what
here,
I will
it's
say is
fine.
this:
I just wanted to make sure.
the
'Cause I
same
think-
women
I think she's
over a week
sleeping.
and a half ago that cried in a box.
Are you sleeping, Malibu?
Because they were
Carrie, they're addressing Shannon, so please refrain from rude comments. They're wanting answers from Shannon. Shannon is explaining. So
all I'm going to
trash your
Hold
comments.
on,
A week-
Shannon, everyone's
a
opinion,
week-
though, matters here.
I know, Dalton, but oh my gosh, you guys are drilling her and she's trying to explain everything.
we're
I'm not going to be drilled.
No,
I am
hold on.
not a
Drilling her.
Jenna, no,
Janet,
no, because
nobody's
we're getting
drilling her.
blamed and they're trying to call the law on us and they're making accusations like
Ooh.
we are part
I
of
sent an
something that
invite to
involves
somebody. I'm
child
sorry.
pornography. So,
Right, but you know it didn't, right? You know you guys
I
had
didn't
nothing
matter
to
if
do
you
with
know
it.
it did not or not. That is a serious
There's no
accusation.
evidence that you guys are
People-
involved.
Jada put Jana in the box to really stir up the shit.
I love what you said about Shannon, and I don't appreciate it because she should have been here when you have something to say about her. Okay?
Shannon was
That's
here.
where I
She
can.
got in a box with us. And
She
told us
did,
everything
thank
right
God.
back.
But things were said about her before
Jenna,
she came
you
over
don't need to
here.
come in and antagonize on one side either, though. You need to be
I'm
neutral.
not.
Because there's a lot. Yes, you are. Because
I'm
you're
trying
Shannon,
to
but
be.
you don't understand. We got attacked too. We got abused by this too. Okay, we're being called out. We're being attacked by it. So
And I'm not your enemy. You should know that. You should know
Jenna,
that. I'm
no,
not your
because
enemy.
you're only
Not at
standing
all.
with one right now, and that's not okay right now.
No, sir. No.
Yes, you
Listen.
are.
I was
Jenna.
addressing one
Jenna.
comment in the comments because I thought it
You
was
are, though. You're
How
attacking
many-
everyone that has an opinion
Pause for
back.
a
Stop.
second. If she's speaking, she can't be reading comments.
Jana literally only cares about Shannon.
Go to antagonize though on one side when this is a 50-50 mutual ground because it ain't just Shannon. This is everyone that was involved tonight.
okay, Dalton.
Well,
Okay.
it's not right though.
I'm
It's
not your enemy. I'm not, Dalton.
I didn't
Not
say
at
it
all.
was, but I don't
Well,
think
okay,
that's
Jenna.
All I'm gonna
He
say
doesn't like
is
any
this,
women
and this is what I'm
telling
gonna
him
There's a lot of high
anything.
emotions right now. I get it.
There's a lot of
I
high
do.
emotions, okay? But let's just not forget, before I went on my live, we were all in a private live, and everybody over there was kikiing and laughing it up.
That's why Megan knew what you were going to post. That's why she was hyping you up.
There was no outrage.
Well, it's
Yeah,
just like
'cause
the other day.
birds of a
Shannon,
feather
the one came over and was
flock
like,
together.
"Are you dope sick? Do you need a needle in your arm? Like, it's fucked up."
So let's not
There you
forget.
go. Let the real professional victim in the
I
box.
just want to make that very fucking apparent. I do not. I want to say this. Let's not forget that there was no issue when we were in another live and it happened. Now, because it happened on my live, it's an
Where publicly did you post it before tonight, Shannon?
issue.
Where?
had the cops called already. I've had CPS called already. And now that it went to
Can
the
somebody
point that
check
they're
on
trying
Mikey
to call
or
the
ask
cops
Queenie?
again, but all this has resurfaced in your live and it's getting
I just want
dangerous.
to make sure he's
I
okay.
have a right to speak up now. I have 4 children living in my house. I have my
and you've been
mother,
targeted.
my wife, but this is the thing though.
And how would you
It has
feel if
gone
one of
too
those 4
far,
children's
and Shannon,
genitals
both
were
sides are wrong
shown
now.
on a
It's
fucking
wrong.
live
It needs to stop.
to laugh?
Hold on, Delta, can
about?
I please say something? It's not just
Oh.
about you, sweetheart.
I didn't
Listen,
say it was.
it's targeted.
I didn't say
It's
it was,
tar-
but
it's
tonight
targeted.
when they go to
You're
the
making
police-
it all. You're making it.
Hold
all,
on just a minute. First of all, I'm not making it all about me. It's about everyone.
Bernadette.
Very
No, I'm
well.
not.
He's not. He's not.
I don't know if I need
Everybody that
water
was
or
in those
beer.
boxes
What do
are
I don't know.
blamed too.
Both?
Everyone
No,
is.
Yes.
And that's
he's
the
not
point.
making it about
Hell no.
It was
Who
everyone.
were in the boxes, if you don't mind me asking?
Absolutely. First and
I was
foremost,
in a box.
I came up here to have a conversation.
Beer? Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Probably
not going to come
water
up
too,
in here and have an argument where everyone's trying to out-talk each other.
Shots?
Okay. I'm a bitch. No. You can sit here and say what you want as you Googled whatever
running
that
out of
you
water.
Googled. Okay.
Shannon, that's why I wanted to say it's about you. It mainly is about you.
No, it's not mainly about her. It's about everyone that's being called out. on
Now,
Shannon's
there
live.
is a lot of
Bernadette, you
things
better
that
stop or I'll
happen.
drop you.
What started the whole thing? What
There is
started
a
this?
lot of things.
Chill.
That,
Please
Jesus
chill.
fucking Christ. If I cannot talk,
I was asking you, Shannon.
How's it feel? It sucks when Dalton cuts you off, huh? And just keeps talking.
entire life, my address, my work history, my phone numbers, you name it, he listed it. Retina is showing pictures of my kids on her green screen.
Okay, thank you, Ashley.
Where the fuck? Show me where I showed your kid besides your son. Where? Where's the kids?
So did Dalton's house got doxxed. Dalton has had false reports put on him.
Yep.
I have had the same thing done on me as well. Now,
It's one person, Bernadette. See?
right? And it's not just me. It's been Dalton, and it's also been Stephanie. Me, Dalton, and Stephanie have been on Florida Man. Me, Dalton, and Stephanie have been on Florida Man's Church. If Bougie had any information on you, because y'all were so scared that she was going to release that information and you were going to be doxxed. But the same women that were sitting in that box, worried about that, literally sat in a box and watched my whole life.
You want to keep going?
Be doxxed.
also went live and showed a micro penis,
Mikey's
though.
good?
So what's the difference in that?
That was after the fact.
Okay, Mikey's
But
good.
either
Okay.
way, do you understand what I'm saying, though, Shannon?
Well, it is.
Do you
but
do
know
you
what?
understand?
Well, it is. Maybe you call it a tit for tat with Florida man, but when that man literally has said he.
I mean, fuck Florida man. That's how I feel
Right.
about it.
But
I'm just being
these
real.
When Florida man himself has shown a picture of a
I
deceased
want Bernie to produce the receipts that have children.
outrage on that shit. When Florida man showed a tombstone
so,
of a
yeah.
deceased man on his birthday, and they had a special guest in his box pretending to be that deceased man's
Which I don't
spirit.
agree with. I don't agree with.
Shannon,
I've said
in all
this.
respect, you told us to stop. Okay, let's be real here. You told us to stop. You told us to chill out because you was getting RO. Then you flipped back to where you went to meshing everything again. Then it went back to.
Oh, it was. It
but
was.
how
I did.
is- but hold on.
No. I snapped when I saw the fake message that he made of my mod, and he was showing that on his screen, making me look like I'm some type of home wrecking whore, and then making threats he's gonna send shit to my husband. I don't know if I'm saying
When
one.
that happened to me, I decided to Google micro penis and put a child's private parts on my green screen to retaliate.
When it happens to you, please don't tell me how you would react. Please don't. Please don't. Until it happens to you, do not tell me.
Well, Shannon, you want to know a super fun fact? I've been doxxed completely. My whole house, my dad's obituary. I've been trolled by my dead father. I've been trolled by my child and her social media. I've been, you guys, right? Bougie and all of you, contacted the state's attorney just within the last 2 months, right? Over me and my mother in her profession, and encouraged that. I've also, while I was on parole, numerous times been emailed. My parole officer has been called on live. My parole officer's boss has been called on live. The prison email has been sent to take my freedom away while I was on parole. So Shannon, guess what? There isn't a fucking thing you could or bougie do to me that would affect me. But the fact is, it's already happened to me, baby.
When you have a man on this app
What she just
that
said
has
is
grown women encouraging
that
it
you've
and
never,
cheering him
your
on,
personal life has
that's
never
the
been
disgusting
invaded.
part. When you have women,
Mallory tried to take out 3 restraining orders on me in 3 different aspects.
I get that it's disgusting. But let me try to maybe help you a little bit.
Somebody came
how
in
about
here
the child
in my
pictures
live
that
with
Florida
my
man
children's
is sharing in his Discord?
names,
Well,
who I don't put on this app.
disgusting. I
They
don't know
are
who the fuck that is, so I don't know the
almost
situation,
5
but
and 6.
that's
You ain't gonna find a picture of my child.
Feel bad for you, Shannon, after you kiki and ha-had about all of us being doxxed, and it was only a fucking problem when it happened to you. I don't fucking feel bad. I don't feel bad. Do I think Mikey took it a little too far when he showed the inside of your house? Yes, because that goes against my own personal morals. But your address, your whatever bougie fucking found that day, it was sent through a private chat. It wasn't even put out on this fucking internet, right? And you want now all of us to feel bad? Fuck you entirely.
No, I'm tired of people fucking with me.
No, I'm
and
tired
I'm tired
of you.
of all of you
Girl, I'm
stupid
tired of you
bitches
fucking.
supporting a man.
Then maybe you shouldn't fuck with all of us.
That's what I'm
Maybe one day you should just decide
would've
to
thought?
not name drop us all.
man.
Who would've thought?
Because it's not happening to you, right? And
Shannon, girl, literally people try to put me back in prison.
what's your name said in my box, you wait. All of you women that are sitting over there that he's kikiing it up with, piss him off one time and you'll be up on the chopping block and you'll be up on the green screen, right?
You want to know what Mallory said? Google's free. Right, Shannon? So if you Google yourself, because you put your name out on your own videos, you've doxed yourself on green screen.
Okay, Violet, I was just saying I just don't have the energy for that dum-dum. Go ahead, Violet. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Time, Shannon, people are going to sit with people even though they do fucked up shit. And you are not going to draw those people away from that fucked up individual, no matter how much awareness you put out there, no matter how much you scream from the fucking mountaintops. People are always going to support shitty fucking people. And at some point in your life, Shannon, you got to move the fuck on for you.
Oh, it's
Move the fuck on.
Your peace.
it's easy to say to move the fuck on.
I will.
Okay, it's easy to say to move the fuck on.
I think it
But
was
until
Shannon,
it
she's been
happens-
doxxed, and she feels.
Understand that.
No,
Listen,
no, you
I've been
don't
doxxed
understand.
too.
When the sheriff,
No, I
when
do.
The sheriff comes to my house. No, you don't.
I will
You are
tell
not
you.
dealing with my.
I will.
You want to know how it feels like when your parole officer rolls up to your house and asks for your cell phone out of the middle of nowhere in the middle of the evening, out of his time frame, and asks for your cell phone because somebody reported I had put up a new GoFundMe?
People that get doxxed can fucking relate to other people that get doxxed. My whole job was doxxed 3 years ago, Shannon, and I take care.
Shannon literally said, "I'm gonna wake up and choose violence today, and then I'm gonna bitch about it later tonight and act like I'm fucking innocent." Are you?
Like,
okay?
come on, Shannon.
He's like, "Are you okay?"
And whenever that
Genuinely.
shit happened to me, you want to know what the fuck I did? I left the app. I took a step back to protect myself. And I hear that you want peace and you want this and you want that and you're over this. And fucking stop engaging.
I will tell.
I can honestly say that I don't speak about her or any of these bitches until I get into a live and I hear them fucking talking about me or I get a screenshot because then I'm gonna fucking respond.
Shannon.
But I can go days without talking about them if they wouldn't fucking open their own mouth about me. And I promise you, I am the person to stay quiet until you say something. I had Mallory's restraining order papers for days until Bougie got in the box and was like, "Oop, I heard you did some shit in North Dakota. Good job." So guess what? I fucking laid it all out. But guess what? I didn't say anything at first. I wasn't going to say a fuck word about it.
I'm not going to be overtalked.
I've been doing this for a year.
I came up here to have a.
Dalton tried to say I've been dogging him for a fucking year. Excuse what? Who are you? Like, stop inflating yourself. You're not that important.
You can decide to hate
Honestly.
me. You can decide not to have a fucking thing to do with me after
Him and I
tonight.
haven't even been
You can
going at it.
decide-
Shannon, and I don't hate you.
I really
don't hate you. And I don't hate you.
I really
don't hate you.
And Nikki's telling the truth. There was a point where people had to fucking write in on my behalf and show the shit that was being done to me, to my parole officer.
Hold on, everybody got kicked. Oh, they're back.
And not only have I been affected, people around me have been
I think he fell into the abyss.
affected. People around me have been affected.
All because I had a fucking opinion on the internet about a shitty behavior coming from a mother.
You absolutely did go far. Absolutely.
You're good for the drama.
110%.
Drag Shannon for it, but yet, let's just say, the same people that have done some vile, fucked up shit. Some vile, fucked up shit.
And that might have gone too far, but y'all have done worse.
Everybody gets a
That's what she's saying
pass.
right now.
Right? Because it's me, though. It's Shannon's on the chopping block. Shannon's a piece of shit.
If anybody,
No one ever looks at what pushed Shannon to this fucking point.
My
right?
people-
No one ever looks at it like that.
Nobody is looking. We are looking at it, Shannon. We want to know how anything that happened to you today decided you to Google a fucking kid's little private part.
An under 1 year old
Here
child's
for the drama, let me tell you
private
about
parts
fucking control. It doesn't
online.
fucking matter when you have BPD. You lose control. It's what happens when you're afraid of being
Oh, yeah,
abandoned.
log
Up off of
Or
Hallie.
not Holly.
Here we go.
Back the fuck up off of Hallie.
When you're afraid of being abandoned. When you're afraid of being abandoned every fucking day by everyone you love, you lose your self-control. Adulting goes out the window and you lose your shit. Period.
It's Hallie, not Barry. Sensitive
Holly Mae.
Every right, because hang on a second.
Hallie
Hallie has
Berry.
been through the ringer and back on this fucking app for the past week. For the past week.
From her own behavior.
She's been mocked.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's been accused of still drinking when she's living in sober living.
Oh, let's not forget she was also accused of a Facebook page that she had nothing to do with. But let's not forget all these people that are making these fake documents and doing all this other shit. Think of all the people that have been hurt and that have been dragged through the mud.
I got no beef with Hallie, but like I don't know why you're up there right now and trying to make it about you, girl.
Do you remember, you guys, let's just sidebar everything for a second. I've said this all week when I've addressed her, is that she inserts herself in situations and then she cries when she gets backlash. There is no reason she needs to be in there talking about her own BD and being scared and all of this right now, right? Because it has nothing to do with the situation, but she wants to be involved. And then she will cry about the backlash she receives for the next week. And it's a fucking cycle. I've been saying it all week. Here is your proof.
Yeah, because I've been listening. You be proud of me. I've been listening. And she told me, what, fucking 3 nights ago, that
she was getting off the app.
She was going to log off. She appreciated me, whatever. That next day, she was, which it might have been yesterday, I don't know, whatever it was, in Hair Junkies Live. And I'm like, now she's here. Like, why?
Anybody that is throwing the responsibility towards your way,
I am
truly sorry.
I have nothing
I
personally
really am.
against her,
Okay,
Jesus
but you
Christ,
also need to realize this. Okay, do not blame me for you being in my box. Okay, I understand what I did with what I did. Now, as soon as I showed something, you could have been like, Shannon, absolutely not, whatever. But it was reset, right? There was no Shannon, that was fucked up. No, Shannon, that was wrong. It was reset, right? So the way that I saw it was, y'all didn't think anything was wrong with it. You didn't jump in and say you thought something was wrong with it in there.
Nope, don't do that. Nope, do not do that. Because do not do that. Because I commented it in the chat. Do not show that on a platform. And I also came into your live every time you reset, and I said, was that a child or was that a doll? Was that a child? Was that a baby? Or was that a doll? And you never once answered my fucking comment.
Honestly,
so
Violet,
don't do that, Shannon.
Honestly, Violet, I didn't see it.
And sometimes people don't see comments, but I'm just saying, like, don't do that. Nope.
I want to know who was in the private call that told her, yep, go live and show this.
Yeah.
We're gonna drag this out for the next week. We're gonna drag this out for the next week. Okay, so
we will.
I'm just gonna say this, Dalton.
I'm gonna come off private and make videos every single fucking morning. Hey guys, good morning, real quick.
Really vile, disgusting shit to you.
Friendly
and I know
reminder.
that you've had false allegations put on you, which is absolutely fucking terrible. I know you've had your whole life fucking doxed on here. The same thing with fucking Stephanie. I know that Stephanie has been put through the fucking ringer, and Stephanie's been going fucking through it.
Literally, stop.
Where's Megan?
And it's all because it's the same person that's doing it, right? And you guys want to sit here and say, don't engage. Guess what? Florida man, as I'm getting messages, I'm literally getting messages as screenshots, right, of all these things that are being posted and all these things. But I will tell you, the one thing that really pisses me off is fine, fuck with me. You want to fuck with me, fuck with me. But when you fuck with people that I fucking love and I care about, like my mod Mike down here, who's never done a fucking thing to anybody, and you're out here making this man look like some terrible fucking person. I would tell y'all, if y'all want to talk about who has the worst moral compass here, if the worst thing I have ever done on this app is shown a micro penis compared to the shit that has been done to a lot of people on this app, including Dalton and including a lot of other women who have been affected by this man, that's where we're missing the big fucking picture here. This man is out here destroying people's lives, and nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck.
You know that in that chat the other day when there were two men coming after me hardcore about my addiction, people were laughing in the comments. Yep. You know that if someone was less stable in their sobriety, yep, and it wasn't in a safe place, that could have made them relapse and possibly unalive, you dumb fucks.
Say to you, Hallie, what did I say? Hair Junkie went live and he was like, oh, I would have felt.
I am not responsible for you picking up a bottle, drinking any alcohol, or drinking too much alcohol for any part of anything is not my fucking responsibility. And here you are trying to be a fucking victim, but then you're going to cry when people talk about this situation tomorrow.
Or an addict loser, hair junkie. Let me tell you this, okay? And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it loud, and I don't give a fuck because you pushed me too far. You lost your sister to addiction. Fuck you.
Yep.
Here she is. This is her personality when she has her balls. Just watch it.
Friends with people that depended on bars.
It's on the green screen.
Only bars, but alcohol. And
do we know who that is, Smash?
Yeah, that's
somebody who was dependent on a substance. No,
the one that was just trying
to
sell
I can
screenshots of Shannon's chat.
Popped a bar.
Yeah, and who's in the background of this picture?
Piece of shit. And
who's in the boxes?
Wherever the masses go. What she said to him was
look at
fucked
that,
up.
Hallie.
And in the same live, not only. Okay, hold on.
What it is these are people that don't understand the repercussions of what people do on this internet. I should be okay to be on the internet and not get my.
But Mike doesn't do anything to anybody, right?
The entire internet for a day straight.
This app does. That's what this app does. And Shannon, also, since Hallie said that, I have always encouraged you to protect your peace.
Quit it.
Protect your fucking peace.
If
away.
your sobriety is so much in jeopardy, I would be focusing on how to make sure it's not in jeopardy.
Stay in my circle.
I guess I wouldn't get on live and just start screaming that you're hurting me.
Stay with Megan. I stay with myself.
I don't know. She looks pissed though. She's got like.
Yeah. You want to see the comment where it says Smash deserves it when they were talking about Smash that night? That's under there. Jackal said that. I can show that. Hold on.
Can you see that? I've actually been trying to, like I said, I was off this app for 3 days. Didn't say anything. Actually, was the most enjoyable 3 days that I've had in a hot minute. But see, once again, this app, and we all know what side it is because we're all battling that side. Let's just all be the fuck for real, right? It only matters when it affects them on that side, right? It only matters.
Hallie, I'm gonna mute you.
Right? It only matters when their feelings are hurt. It only matters when their mental health is affected. It only matters when their life is affected. But when it comes to this side, how long has Megan gotten dragged? Megan has gotten dragged for something that happened over a year ago. A year ago.
And that's how this app goes, Shannon. This is legitimately how this app goes.
Yes, it is.
But not every response needs a reaction. And not every reaction needs a response. You get what I'm saying? Like instead of the tit for tat shit.
Yeah, but what deserves a response is when I have an innocent person who is my mod.
Here you go, Smash. You can see it better.
A message, knowing that it's not him.
And there's Hallie. Well, the green screen you.
And now I know more than likely who made the fake account pretending to be my daughter. So.
Who was it, Shannon? Who messaged me?
There is no low that this man will not go.
Who messaged me, Shannon? Because there were some real details in that message. That, like I said, when I got that message, it either came from you or it came from somebody you confided in. I'll show the fucking message.
And it's going to happen. It is. It's going to happen.
Because I doubt the way that message, if you're trying to imply Florida Man wrote that like you did, because you tried that night to say Florida Man or not the one. Hold on. Do you remember that night? Let's rewind. She blamed Florida Man or not the one for making the account about her daughter and messaging people. And that is when I said I got one of those messages verifying it wasn't either of them and admitting that, yes, that is happening to her. That is actually happening. I got one of those messages. But I promise you, with the details in that message, Florida Man did not know that unless you confided your life in him.
Way that others expect us to do. We are all our own person. We do make mistakes, and we need to learn from
Shannon
them.
says, "Don't interrupt me," but then she
and
interrupts
move forward.
everybody. You dumb bitch.
But hey, right? Let's all get on the phone. Let's call the cops and let's make false reports and let's do this and let's do that. I want you all to know that my sheriff's department is.
I just wanted you to know that there is evidence. I'm leaving the app.
Yeah, I've got it.
They're very fucking
I didn't
aware.
screenshot it from my
And
snap,
my
but she said the
sheriff
same thing to my
literally
snap.
said
Probably that night,
14
honestly.
phone calls.
Can I say something real quick? I'm sorry to butt into
I
your
dropped you, but that wasn't me. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. I didn't know what was really going on here. So I've been working in fast food for about 3 years now. And up until 2 weeks ago, it's been pretty smooth. I had just gotten promoted to assistant manager. There was this, I don't want to say, overweight, but she was a pretty big woman and she got stuck in the,
Wait. What are you getting at? We're on a topic here.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's the topic?
Yeah, have a good day.
Oh, wait, no, it relates. It
does not. Have a great day. Anyways, continue what y'all saying.
Oh my God, Jesus, take the wheel. People need to learn how to do. I can't, Violet. I really can't. I
think it was just a troll. I think it was just a troll. But at least, at least Dalton, good for you for not.
Honestly, I think that we needed that
No,
because
no,
we
no,
all
fair.
needed to break the ice.
Yes,
kind of
yes, we
did. What?
But listen, this is where I'm at. And this is maybe why. I don't know if it's my brain wired, right? I don't know.
I know.
if
I
this
mean,
is because I do wear my heart on my sleeve.
Curious, but then he started talking about, like a bigger woman, and I don't.
Wait, Shannon.
Lord.
JSC, do not come into this chat saying that you are going to unalive yourself. Get fucked. I'm blocking you. Bye.
Yeah, please. I can't.
Fuck off.
My goodness.
What I'm trying to say is this.
Oh boy.
And I know a lot of you may not.
Boy.
And I know a
The
lot
same
of you
kid
may
that was
not
just
agree.
up there trying to troll. He's just trolling, I think.
As mad
Genuinely, I've genuinely
upset
just a kid.
I am.
Who called the tears? Who called the tears? Wait.
With
Bedazzle.
I get the bingo card for the night.
Bedazzle, you win the night, girl. Not the tears.
And as fucked up as it is, I also know that man has a lot of mental health issues.
And I'm just going to say this. Don't start that either. Because I've heard you, and respectfully, I've heard you legitimately talk mad shit about Mikey, not the one,
Violet,
whoever the fuck.
You guys
but you also cry for him at the same time.
But you have to also realize that these past few days, there's a lot of things that have transpired, Violet, that you were not even aware of.
Like what? I feel like Violet is pretty.
I'm not always on the app.
Well,
I'm
versed.
not always on the app.
I'm
At least
saying.
most
If
of
you
them.
have not seen it through the whole thing, and there are a lot of people here that have seen it, my mod Mike has seen it.
Yeah, there goes the two.
I want to call that right there. I want to call that. She
I swear, like a doctor needs to do a study on these fucking bitches that turn around and they're like, and then all of a sudden within 5 seconds, well, you know what? Like, the fuck? Where'd your tears go? That all of a sudden you were so.
I can tell you
So
that
for real.
3 days, I doubt that I really hounded on Shannon at all. In those 3 days she was off this app. I can also say that at 7 a.m., I was getting messages shared that Megan and Shannon are speaking on you. At 7 fucking a.m. Do I need to make this bigger? Hold on.
No, I can read it.
I can't. I'm blind.
I'll read it. I'll read it. I just want to let y'all finish talking.
What I'm saying is Shannon literally at fucking 7 a.m. was going at people. Talking about me, talking about Holly Mae, talking about everybody, throwing names out there, being racist and all the things. At one point this morning when I was listening, Shannon wanted fucking war. And she kept on for how many hours? Literally since fucking 5 a.m. And this is what always happens. Guess what? Now I'm a victim. I poked everybody I could possibly fucking think of. And now I'm going to cry. And I promise you, fucking not the one, nor Mikey articulated this fucking message.
I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna cry, poke yourself in the fucking eye and actually make it legit. Just saying.
I know the way that she just like flipped.
I've seen it too many times, and it's so annoying.
And she's like, "Why do people laugh?"
I have so many videos of her apologizing to me.
When I cry, that's why.
Her apologizing to me, and then wash, rinse, and repeat. That's why the first time she apologized to me, I said, no, thank you. Here you go. Here's the fucking message. Now you guys tell me if Florida Man or Mikey articulated this.
But that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna drop down because my ass is about to go to bed.
Thank you.
Love your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Megan had a video of her crying, making fun of her.
I think I got the same message. I couldn't find it now. Maybe in my screenshots somewhere.
Very, very difficult time.
I don't think it was Mikey or Florida Man.
It also transpired tonight with that individual. Is what I'm going to do going to hurt? Is it going to help me?
Shannon, you want me to show the rest of this message? Because it gets real personal after this.
And that is what I am struggling with.
Tears back on. Tears back on. Abort mission. Tears back on.
Is what I'm doing, is it going to protect me? Or is it going to potentially hurt somebody else?
Well, you've been trying to hurt people all day.
And maybe it's because I have too big of a heart that I don't sometimes put myself first, that I think of other fucking people before I fucking
get her,
think
Violet.
of myself.
See if she turns them off again. Get her, Violet. You're the only fucking logical.
I will also say, too, the people around us in certain situations can spark different reactions. And especially with people with our...
Yeah, Hallie, this week you've really fucking sparked my reaction, and I am over your bullshit. I know Smash has a soft spot for you, but I can't fucking stand your bullshit.
So when you're around someone calmer, you may feel more empathetic. Whereas if you're around someone with more of an I don't give a fuck Virgo attitude, then you're like, okay, like, fuck you and find out.
And could I do
as Spread Love is asking me what color lipstick I want in my videos,
Find out attitude.
telling me that my victims are looking down, judging me from heaven, right? That was in the chat. We surround ourselves with great people, right? All the people we hang out with, I imply, are innocent.
Mike knows, Pam knows, they all know. I had a fuck it, I don't give a shit, I'm doing it. They can all kiss my ass, they can all think what they want to think.
Mark my words.
But there's a lot of things that have
Stacky
transpired
and Pam
since
at
then.
some point will bail on her because
And my question
all
to
of them
myself
do.
is
All
what
of them
I'm going
do.
to doing, is it going to truly just protect me, or is it going to potentially hurt somebody else?
I don't know if they'll go out and
Oh, Shannon, you had that empathetic feeling all day. That was you. That was your personality. You surrounded yourself with people. Let's be so fucking for real, as Bougie would say.
He's my friend, and he's trying to keep me in a good mindset, so I apologize, but he's my friend. He's not trying to troll or anything. He's trying to put me in a good space because I'm not exactly in a great space either.
And I get it. And I'm not trying to make excuses for anyone, and I'm not trying to.
You were just trying to blame people for you taking your life by drinking too much. That's all you were doing, Hallie.
Similar, the same disorder as Shannon. And so I'm trying to bring to light how hard it is for our brains. And especially when we get overly emotional.
What you guys need to understand is my thought process on this, right?
Do you want to know that I have BPD too, Hallie? I'm sure other people in the chat have probably also been diagnosed. I would just assume it's not that rare of a thing with people with mental illness. But you've never seen me ever once get on and justify my behavior because of something I was diagnosed with. I'll fucking smash a video of me laughing, literally at the pharmacy, shaking my big bag of meds and saying, "This is what protects me from not crashing out on the internet." Literally. Wasn't that long ago.
So how can I sit here and try to hold another person accountable when there's another man out here that has even crossed that line even further, right?
Yes, if you're drunk, you can be racist. Yes, let's not forget that. And Sweet Briar Creek doubled down on that.
And maybe it's because I have too big of a heart and I give too much fucks, right? Maybe I shouldn't give any fucks, but that's my problem is that I do.
Did I just see? Oh, no.
And tonight, I got tired of being fucked with.
That's why I get hurt.
This is the first video you ever made about me, Shannon.
That I came in.
And this was after the night Megan had me green screen for my record, right? And you're mad because I had went live after I got kicked out of Andy's box and blocked that you made this video first of me, right? Because I was calling you out on your weird shit you were doing with your son. This was your response. And you wonder why it spiraled and you literally tagged me in it. Do you want me to continue to show all the shit you've done, Shannon? Because my videos are fucking deep on your I know I'm like newer to some of y'all over here, but I don't speak on anything I cannot back up ever. You will never find me speaking facts on anything I can't show produce. And if I can't do it, I'll bring the fucking people that can. Do not fuck with me because I am literally sick of people like fucking Shannon and Hallie that do this shit consistently. Now it's the end of the night. I'm upset because I fucked up real big time this time and I know it. That my friends aren't even here to back me up. Where the fuck did Megan go? She bailed on your ass, Shannon. Bailed. Because the shit you guys have done today and condoned literally makes you a piece of shit. No, I'm not perfect, but I have never once ever justified the vile shit. Have I doxed people? Absolutely. Have I contacted people outside of fucking TikTok? Absolutely, I fucking have. But I have never fucking denied it. Ever. Once. I'll show the fucking proof of what the fuck I've done. So no, Shannon, you don't trump any fucking thing I have done and or said on this app. The problem is people like you, Hallie, and Mallory get going and then you get fucking gassed up by people and then you do some real fuck shit and then you cry. You ain't ever fucking seen me cry from any of the shit that's been done to me on this app, ever. So Shannon, if you want to continue sitting over there saying, wait until it happens to you, wait until it happens to you. It already fucking has. And I'm still not crying. But it's people like you that piss me the fuck off because you antagonize people to see shit like Mikey. Because there was one point on this fucking app that this shit did bother me. I've had my whole entire life drug out. I have had multiple people tell me take another fucking helicopter ride. I've had multiple people tell me try again. I hope it works this time. Shannon. So no, nothing you do says trumps fucking anything that half of us have fucking gone through.
It's happened to her.
The fact is
Not
you
even on the
want to
same
be
caliber, like not even on the same level of what has been done to our side of the TikTok, right?
I have never, ever gotten on here and cried about it. Have I retaliated? Yes, the fuck I have. Have I had consequences? Have I had people fucking call me out? Have I had fallouts over it? Yes. My biggest fucking fallout was because I got in a box and I told my friend, you are doing some fucked up shit right now. And guess what? I got drugged for 6 fucking months because of that one situation. That one thing, I thought I could tell my friend, knock it off. You are fucked up in this situation. It didn't fucking work out that way. Okay? You want to talk about it? Shannon, I was catfished by a fucking woman for a year. You want to know why she looked into me and started trolling me? Because somebody else on this app told her I did all these terrible things. So she wanted to troll me to get the info to give it back to her. Well, her fucking mental health and I don't know what the fuck else happened and transpired, but for a fucking year. But you guys want to make a joke of it, right? Where's your fiance? All these things. But Shannon, you're the victim, right? No, other people have gone through shit. We just don't fucking cry about it every opportunity we get. We don't put ourselves in situations where we can be a fucking victim again. Yep. Grow the fuck up, Shannon. If you can't deal with it, then stay the fuck off and figure it out. Find new people. Don't get online at fucking 6 a.m. and want to gas up fucking everybody. Let's talk about everybody here. Why? So now you can cry. And if Wes gets contacted tonight, good. Fuck off.
I have nothing to add. I think you said it all.
I am so sick of these women. So sick of it.
Listen, I am... Okay, Mikey is live. I have to tune out of this. Otherwise, I'll be up all fucking night with these morons. I didn't realize it's already almost 3 o'clock my time. I am exhausted.
Yeah, I am wore out. Mentally wore out. Did not think Shannon was going to do the fuck shit she did. But you want to know what? I listen, if I had boxes, I'd have a fucking coffee live and we'd start this all fucking over on a Sunday morning.
I mean, I'm here for it tomorrow.
Like, fuck.
I gotta work tomorrow. And like, I loved listening to all the tea of the week on a Sunday.
But honestly, how are you going to cry after you did this? How are you going to go get a restraining order after you posted the man's fucking parents' obituary?
Well, and not only that, how are you going to go get a restraining order and then you're going to consider taking it back?
Dalton, I mean, I'll give it to Dalton. He's like, hey, you told us to back off. You were getting a restraining order, so you went with it. We all went with it to help you. Yeah. And then you just flipped a switch. Dalton did call her out on that. Yeah. I will give him that tonight.
Yeah, we did. And Violet, I'm not a big fan of Violet, just, whatever. But she called out some shit tonight, too.
She did. Fuck her with our conversation, but she did well after that.
Right.
And Dalton, can you produce where I've had lives and videos about you? I would just like to see that, because maybe I have amnesia for once.
No, he can't. He can't. You know why? Because he's a fucking pathological liar. He is literally up there with Bernadette.
He got real mad when I said, don't boost your ego. I've never done that.
I am not. The way you said like 3 words in his live tonight, and he just spiraled. And I was like, girls, just let him talk. Just let him talk.
I tried.
He did.
I even let him call me a bitch.
The whole time.
I did. I really tried.
So scared when you said like 3 words, and he was like, you know, just like blah, 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 blah.
At first, at one point, I was like, is he still talking?
Yeah.
Like, when is it going to be my time? Like, I can't even respond. And then I do. You're not going to do that in my live. I'm trying to, like, honest to God, when I went over there, yes, I seen B. Mindy come back in here. Like, when I went over there, I was literally trying to, like, you know, set the stage, right? Like, because not everybody watched the situation. I don't, like, in my head, I was honestly like, okay, so this is what happened, right? Like, okay, you were invited and you got into this box and Megan said that you're not going to manipulate over here. Like, well, I'm literally just trying to make sure we're all on the same page, you fuck.
He literally lost it, and you didn't even say anything. He just told on himself.
Well, fuck. Now he's gonna be mad. He fucking is vile and called me all these names. It's okay. Like, listen, when I tell you I earn a block,
the B word, like, what?
Yeah, well, it's okay, but I was just like, honestly,
like, well, who cares? Nobody cares about that. But it was just the principle, like.
And then you got mad.
Being mean or saying anything bad. Like, Regina hasn't gotten more than 5 words out, and you're fucking crashing out, bro. Tell me you're not guilty without telling me, right?
You're not gonna. Okay, buddy. I haven't even gotten to any point. You haven't even let me get to a point before you cut me off.
He was freaking out. He knew exactly what you were gonna say, or he thought he knew exactly what you were gonna say. And then you'd start to say something, and then it didn't go how he thought it was gonna go. So he was just trying to figure out what you were gonna say, so he could just say it real quick, right? Like a child.
Yeah, well, anyways, I did. At one point, I was like, yes, you are correct. I did say, I was literally trying to be civil. I'm not going to lie. Like, I can coexist in rooms with people I can't stand. I can have conversations with people I can't stand. I can keep my composure. But, like, if you're just going to be some dumb fuck and then call me out of my name and call me a bitch when I'm, like, not even doing anything, I haven't even attacked you, you're just mad.
Like, all kinds of shit and then got mad at you because you got mad at him. What?
Okay, Dalton.
What?
You know what? Hold on.
All right, I got to go to bed.
Hold on. Just give me 1 sec.
All right.
Can we just end the night with this? Okay. I sounded professional.
Oh my god. And that's I'm gonna make that my profile picture.
Like, okay, Dalton, because I'm sure when you log off tonight, this will be you.
Go hug Barney. We'll make it all better.
And Dalton, if you've been on this app long enough and you don't know who Spread Love is, then
you know he fucking knows.
Let's be fucking real.
You know he knows, but it's like, it's people like that, right? Like Shannon, Bernadette, Dalton, Mallory. They know
why does she?
But they need the views, right? So they're like, well, I'll take what I can get.
Where is there another hand? I guess I never looked. Oh, he's got 3. What's up? Hugging Barney from behind too. I didn't even notice that. Those are those damn AI things. I've seen some real weird ones. Florida man's coming in to save his stepson, yo. He's coming in for the group hug.
That's Florida.
Oh God. At least we can end the night laughing, but still, fuck all of them, honestly.
Agreed.
It's weird. Like, and she sticks up for the people that get attacked and then does the vilest of shit. Like, Shannon, honest to God, you cannot tell me anything about the people I sit with and what I do when Spread Love's page, like the one she trolls people with in the comments, when you can click on it and see the vile shit that she's posted, because none of those children in those videos are hers. None of them. None of those family shit or obituaries on her page are hers.
I have do we want to know what Spread Love looks like real quick?
Oh, I have.
Can you find it faster than I can?
Probably. Hold on. We all know my receipts come.
I'll be here for 20 minutes trying to find a goddamn screenshot because I do a lot of that. So, but if we want to know what Spread Love looks like, let's see. Let's see who can find it faster. Let's see. I'm gonna find it faster than you, Rutina. I'm gonna find it faster. It's a race. I can't get over this one though. Ah! Sorry. Okay, I got distracted. Okay. Hold on, that didn't count. I'm gonna find it faster than Rutina. Oh. Did I win? I won! Haha! Fuck you, Rutina, I win.
Oh, damn it. I have her TikTok page. I have her Michelle, and then it says her name under it. Fuck. That's why it's with it. Why?
It sounds like, or it looks like it would say Mitchell, but her name is Michelle. So, anyways, I gotta go the fuck to bed. I have been up way too fucking long. It's 3 o'clock in the morning almost. I love y'all. Dalton is on. Yep, that Dalton too.
I'm going to hang out with Mikey. Hopefully he mods me up.
Yeah, I think Mikey is live. Somebody.
I got to collect at least 3 more fucking mod spots by Monday.
All right, I'm out of here. Good night.
Good night, guys.